Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on which part of the world you are. Here is Success Mastery team back again to our normal discussions, day-to-day life, our way of actually making sure that we share some information we are learning with you so that you too can be able to apply them and see success in areas you desire to see success. So today I'm coming with you with the team. So as you can see, Lady D and I, we are in the same place. So good evening. And then we have our big sister Nosa, and then our sister Rita back coming your way today. And the topic we are looking to discuss today is leadership and what type of leader you are growing to become. Now you will say, well, when we say leadership, many people are like, well, I'm not a leader, but that is not fully true because we are all leading one way or the other. If you're a mother, you are leading your kids. If you're a single person, the chances are that you're leading your siblings or you are leading people that are very close to you. People are looking up to you, they are watching you, they're seeing what you're doing, they want to learn from you. So you have a leadership role, whether you know it or not. If you're a boss, you are leading your workers. If you're a worker, you are leading your colleague because they're probably also watching how you're doing things to learn from you. If you are somebody who is just growing, even our children, they are leaders to their teammates, their classmates. So we are always in a leadership position. And the more conscious we become of this, I believe it helps us to also know that our attitude is affecting somebody one way or the other. And so we're more conscious about what we do, what we say. And so today we want to look at the type of leaders we are aspiring to become. We are daily working towards to become. You can, at the end of the discussion, assess where you are as a leader and where it is you want. Do you want to stay on the same course you are, or do you want to change course because you see where you're going is not the best? And on today's discussion, we want to zoom in on the focus of a type of leader. So we have leaders that focus themselves on short-term rewards, what we call perks. So just what they can get now, what is in for them now, how certain decisions can affect them now. And then we have leaders that focus on the long term. And so they focus on a prize, on receiving a prize. Scripture says many times, we are in a race and we are running in such a way that we can receive a prize. So one part of the leader is focused on the prize. And so because they focus on the prize, it's a long-term goal. They are seeing we are seeing how to constantly make decisions that will yield long-term results. Even when we have come and gone, it will still be yielding results, because that type of leadership is focused on the long-term effect of their decisions they take now. So for instance, if they're making a decision now, they're not only looking at how would that benefit me now or benefit others now, but they're looking at how will it benefit others on the long term. Now, today we're going to do a lot of discussions. The team is ready and we're going to share with you. We're going to actually talk a lot because I believe everyone has something to contribute, both things we've done, things we are doing, and things we aspire to do, because daily we are all growing in our role as leaders, whichever sphere, whichever field we find ourselves, whether in our family setting or whether in the society, wherever we are We all looking to become that type of leader that leaves a long-term legacy that will bless people, not just now, but also on a long term. And so, having elaborated on that, that is what our discussion is going to be about. I'm going to actually leave it up to our panel, our team, and they will be sharing some things with us. So please, I would say, take out your pen, your notepad, take notes, and be a student, because students turn up to be teachers. We've always learned that whatever you learn, apply it. And when you apply it, it will change you. When it changes you, share it with others so that they can also apply and be changed. So that is why taking copious notes is so, so, so important, because it will position you in a way that you can also share the truth with others. So if you are ready, ladies, welcome. Good evening. If you are ready, just go ahead and, looking at the topic we are discussing, share some of your own insights, what you've learned, what you've understood with people listening to us, either live or that will listen to the replay of these recordings later.
Wow. Thank you, Frida. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lady D and Rita and our audience that's listening to us. We just want to say thank you again, just listening to us, taking your time to just plug in to listen to us. Yes, this topic is so interesting to see that these two topics, these two kinds of leaders we have these days, the leader that is first leader, that is a short term looking at things, and the leader that pays the price, that thinking about long terms. So when we really talk about the short term leader that is spells, they are just saying, what is he in for me? They just want to have that microwave result. I just want to jump in and I'm gonna get the result. When you really look at life, let me focus on this kind of the short-term leaders, which is the first leader. When you see life, as we all know, we never see somebody that is pregnant today and have a baby today and the baby start working. It takes time. It takes time. So when we see that we are that kind of leader today, when I look at myself, what kind of leader am I? Is he a short-term leader or a long-term leader? Because when we now become a short-term leader, that first leader, we immediately want to get something out of it. We are not ready to build. And we are not ready to delay gratification, because all we need is, what is in for me? What can I get out of this? But when you look at the other side of it, the long-term leader, which is the price leader, they pay the price. They pay the price. Why? Why is it necessary for us to pay the price? Because that step, every step of the way, every step, they are learning through that steps. There is ups and downs. They are learning from it. And before they can be able to attain that position, that become a leader that pay the price, they have learned a lot. That is that when something shake them, they are able to stand because they are learned the ups and downs. They are paid the full price. They delayed gratifications. They delay gratification. They delay it to learn, to be able to stand the obstacle, the shaking, the weeping. Life is not just all roses. But when you look at the short-term leader, they come in, they want to get something out of it. They come in, they say, what is it for me? They always think about themselves, me, I, myself. But we look at the price leader, it's not about what can I give to others? How can I add values to others? That is why we are here this evening, to see what we have learned. We have applied it. We are still applying it. It can be a blessing to some other person that is going to replay it or that is listening to us right now. because the kind of leader we want to be is a kind of leader that builds for a long term, a kind of leader that make a decision. What are we doing what we do? For me, I do to bless others, my children, to be an example, to be able to add values to people. That is not just one day. You have to delay gratification. You have to build that building that will take a long term, solid building. A leader is not forming a day that, yes, I just want to. No, it's not about me. It's not about what I'm going to get, but it's about how it's going to bless others, add values to others. When we see all these great leaders, somebody like John Maxwell, these are the people that have built, they have taken their time, step by step, step by step. At the end of it, they are great leaders. They now have the skill. They now have what it takes to stand the test of time. That is what I'm just talking to anyone. You apply this, that we need to be a leader that pays the price in full. It's never about you. It's never about me. It's about somebody we can bless. But a pearls leader that said, what is in for me? What can I get? What is in for me? It's always me. That just want the result right now. I want the blessing right now. That is why, because they have the capacity, the character that they needed to build along the journey, they have not. That is why you see some people today, when they have lotto, they spend it away. Why? They have not developed the capacity. They've not developed that character through along the way that to be able to have that money and say, this is what I can do with it. But a leader, a president that pay the price, that have gone through the tests, ups and downs, that have gone through the challenges and gone through the sacrifice and paid that full price, when he got that money, he know what to do with it. Because he have already developed through the years, through the ups and downs. He has developed a character here. That is why it is good for us to see the kind of leader we are, and just take a look at us. Say, what kind of leader am I? Is it the one that just wants it instantly? Is it the one that wants to go through the process? I hope somebody is going to learn from this, and I'm so grateful that I can be able to have one or two words that will encourage you this evening to just take time and look at yourself, the kind of leader you are or you want to inspire to be. God bless you all. Thank you, Frida, for this privilege given to me to just share my little wisdom with the people.
That was a lot of wisdom shared. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I like the fact that you talk about paying the price. So that is sacrifice. And as I look at the meaning of who a leader is, simply put, the dictionary says a person who leads or commands a group, an organization, a country, a home, a family, whatever. So you lead and command. And that is where what you were sharing is so key, because you talk about paying the price, and paying the price means going through every step, every process that is needed to develop us to that role, because leadership is not about function. Leadership is influence. To develop us to that role where we can now influence our families, our team, a country, you know, it's a process. And just like you rightly mentioned, that process cannot be achieved overnight. Everyone who desires to influence at different levels have to allow ourselves through that process. So we can't rush the process. I love the example you cited. In order to have a child, it is known, it is established that you need 9 months to carry the baby, to have the baby. We can't rush that process. I cannot say, oh, my child, in 3 months, I want to have it. Yes, I may have it, but I will have a child that is not fully developed. And that has its own consequences. So it's a process we can't dodge. And I really believe once we have the mind that it is a process and it needs time and it takes time, not only do we start, engage ourselves, but our mindset is also totally different. It's not like you said, I'm coming in, taking whatever, and I'm going. No. This is, you first have to sow it before you can now reap it.
That's right.
And so that is so important that you mention it. And that is where the price, paying the price, making the sacrifice comes in. We have to let certain things go because we are going to lead a team. We are now the example they will be looking at. So it's much more of working on us than it is about working on the next person. Because, I mean, to be honest, when most of the time when we hear leadership, we see only the glamour aspect of it, you know, just the external aspect of it. But that is nothing compared to the internal work that needs to take place. Because if I'm going to lead people, I must be an example that when they now repeat what I do, they will end up well. So it's a huge responsibility. And that is why allowing ourselves through the process of being trained, groomed, processed is so key. Because if not, we will lead people astray. I mean, we can only reproduce ourselves. That's another whole topic. Mm-hmm. We can only reproduce ourselves. So if I am about pecs, like you said, short-term sighted, make decisions that only does not consider other people. I'm thinking about myself all the time, not making no sacrifices. You know that everybody following me will also be doing the same thing. And so the end will be bad. And we don't want that. Yeah. So thank you so much. So first of all, the willingness to pay the price, whatever price it takes, willingness to pay the price. Thank you. I don't know if, well, we are still moving ahead, so we will still hear more talk. Let me give our sister Rita also the opportunity to share her thoughts on this topic.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, audience. We are so grateful to talk with you this evening. I also have a little bit to add to what our sister said. And it's like mostly those short-term leaders, they are people who always like to receive. They are selfish. And those who are leaders with a price, they always give out. And those who are short price, that is how they are. They are those who are short-term leaders, the pecs. When they come into you or when they lead you, they come with expectations. And when they come and then what they are expecting didn't come on their way, or what they are expecting they did not receive, they just give up. They just get discouraged and then leave, just like that, without seeing. They always see the short term. They don't see the future, as my sister said. So when they enter and then they see some crisis, they see kind of what is going on, and then they see that, oh, no, this one, no. Then they just leave, but they leave you. But with the leaders who focus on the price, they are not like that. Whether rain or shine, no matter how the situations are, they always stay together with you. They are always with you. They sacrifice their life with you. They are always there for you in love. They spend their time, everything. They are always there. They don't just give up just like that. And there are people also who give without expecting anything in return. They just do it intentionally. They give all because they know their purpose. And they know that when they give, there's somebody upstairs there who is looking, and he is the one who is going to reward them. So they mostly don't focus on the physical blessings that they receive, but rather they look into the spiritual aspect. Whilst the short terms leader, they don't look into that. They just look in the moment. Oh, now. That is what they look for.
Oh, wow.
So you see,
Beautiful.
I love that.
Beautiful.
I love that. Two powerful points you mentioned. I love it. I don't know if Lady D would like to add something before we continue with that, but those are two powerful things.
That's right.
Very, 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 very true. Very, very true. I really love you pulling that out. Thank you so much.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Once again, what a privilege to come before you. I don't know where you are watching from, but on our side is in the evening. Well, today we are talking about very important topic. You know, we are coming from a background, an African background, that we always talk about our leaders are not doing a great job, and then we are stuck. They said if they are stuck, we too are stuck. But I don't believe in that. Because the two topics we are talking about, what kind of leader I want to become. It's not about other people, it's about me. Because it's the example I will set is the example people who are around me, people who I'm leading. Whether we like, we don't like, we are leading people. So which kind of a leader do I want to become? I have been a leader who was perks. I was looking for now one, what I can get now. If I, for example, Christians, if I pay my tithe, the pastor, what am I getting from you now? What am I wanting now? I've been there. If you are a worker in the church, if I sweep the ground, what am I getting now? We don't want sacrifice. All we think about is, what can I receive? Like my sister said, we come focusing our mind on what I can get mentality. But we don't have the mindset of how can I grow to be able to be a great leader for others to follow me? That is the price. And it's not easy. It will cost you money because you have to develop yourself. It will cost you sleepless night because you have to stay up to read the books they require you to read so that you can grow here. It's not about here. People who come with that mentality of what I can get now, when they come focusing on what I can get, they come, I want to be this so and so. After I do so and so, what am I going to get? If you don't agree with what they want to get, like my sister was saying, they are gone like this. You will not see them again. They are going to the next one to ask. That mentality is not a mentality of somebody who can lead people because they think only about themselves. But the one that pays the price, the leader that pays the price, is the leader that educates him or herself, go extra mile, sacrifice. Those leaders, when they come into your life, they leave a word they say impartation. Because you follow their steps, you follow what they do, they sacrifice, you too, you will sacrifice. The money, you too, you will give. The stretching, the discipline, the consistency, you have to pay the big price. And that is what I'm talking about myself. That's where I am now, because I've tasted the two. And I know that when I was leading, being a leader or leading with perks, I know that I was not ready to let anybody follow me, but they were following me. But I will not allow them to follow because my example I was setting was wrong. But when I come to that stage of paying the price, I know even people, they say they are not following you, they are following you because they see the beauty that come out from the discipline. They see the beauty that come out from you knowing who you are. You'll be confident. You speak with authority. And if you do like that, people will follow you automatically, because I don't think anybody want to follow a person who is losing. If you pay the price, you are successful. Automatically, success follows you, because it's up there, it's on top. And everybody wants to be on the top of a pyramid, but nobody wants to pay the sacrifice to get into the top of the pyramid. You have to pay the price to be there. So today, my only advice I will give you, you are a mother, you are a father, you are a business owner, you are a student going to school, university, whatever, we are all leaders. But the two topic here is, which kind of a leader do you want to become? The leader that leave great impact in people's life, that they will emulate you even when you are not there, when you are going to be the Lord. They are still following the example. Scripture says fellowship begins at home. Start in your house. Charity begins at home. Charity begins. Start with your children. Read books, because I can't tell my children read books when I'm flipping television. They will be flipping television because that's what they see me doing. Yeah. If I'm reading the books, they will be reading the books. If I'm online courses, they will be stretching to do the online courses. If I'm disciplining myself, they will know, okay, before she used to do this, but now it's like she's doing that. And that's what they will emulate. So I pray that we will all come to that place of being leaders that pay the price. And leaders that pay the price, they don't blame anybody. They take accountability. If they are wrong, they will say, I'm wrong. If they are right, I'm right. So I pray really that we will all take the responsibility and stop blaming other people and take the responsibility on ourselves, train ourselves, discipline ourselves, be consistent. Whatever you have laid your heart to do, do it. Do it. So God bless you. I pray that when you listen, you are live, you are listening, this tips you have been giving you, it has helped us. That's why we are sharing. And those that will listen to the replay, wow, God bless you. And I'll give it back to you.
Yeah, my God, I'm just a bit speechless, and at the same time so grateful, because what you guys are mentioning, what Rita said, what you added, what Auntie Nosa said, I mean, especially that one on giving and not expecting anything. Giving without expecting anything. I like what Rita says. She says, because they know where their reward comes from. Really, when people, I personally believe if people scream at leadership, anybody who comes and their first focus is, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be that, they are not ready. True leaders, they just do the work. They come, they show up, just like Rita was saying, they do things without expecting nobody to. And as they are doing that, because you do it with no ulterior motives, no hidden agendas, no, I'm doing it so that you can do me this or give me that. Or it's from a free heart. We are genuinely, authentically serving. You get to a position where you now know more, because it's through service that we are introduced to a position of leadership.
That's right.
And like on the call we were introduced to today, and which is true, I believe that he says, when you feel too big to serve, then you are not ready to lead. If you feel too high to serve, then you are too low to lead. If serving is too low for you, then leading is too high for you. It's all start with serving. Even as parents, we're not doing things for our kids and saying, I'm sacrificing this and that for my kids so that when they grow, they will now do this and that for me. I mean, there is no yardstick, even though I know 99% of the time when we instill good things in our kids when they grow, because charity, just like you said, started at home, they will take care of us. But we don't do it with the intention that they will take care of us. Scripture says a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. We are doing it to leave a legacy in them. Not so much what we leave for them, what we leave in them, so that tomorrow when we are gone, we know that they are waterproof for the game of life. They are set up to succeed. Just as we do that with our kids and we have no expectation of what they can give us, is the same way in any role we play as we serve. We don't serve with the intent to get something out of it. We serve because we just want to add value. We want to grow. We can only give what we have. Like, I like what Lady D said. When I know that people are looking at me, people are watching me to learn, then I need to put in the effort of developing myself, getting information, applying the information. It may not look very sweet, nice, and easy because it's work, but I will commit myself. I will be disciplined to it because I know when I am developed, if I do a good job with me, what comes out of me will now impact somebody in a very good way, positive way. Right. And I'm not doing it so that the person will be impacted to do something for me. No, I'm doing it because I want to be that example that when they now follow, they will not fail. If they can bet on it. And so that is why I love so much this point. Giving with no expectation. Sacrificing with no expectation. But I tell you, just like you sow a seed on the ground, because it's a seed you sow in. When I'm developing, it's a seed. It's just a matter of time before the harvest starts flooding in. And when it starts flooding in, sometimes people are like, oh, when, what? Yeah, because when you were sowing the seed, it was in a place of obscurity. Nobody sees you when you wake up in the morning, doing your morning routine, reading the books, listening to the audios, doing those exercises, cutting down on things that, are not easy to cut on, not meddling in other people's cases, I like what Lady D said. When we used to be perks, we will stand on the phone talking all kinds of things that are not taking you anywhere. Now you don't have time. It's like you are busy working on you. So you don't have time to meddle yourself in things that are unproductive, But what are you doing? You are setting yourselves up as a leader that people can really look up to. People can confidently follow and not fall in the ditch. And our desire for this call tonight is that whoever is listening, whoever will listen later, will be motivated. You may be the type of person that is already sowing that seed, but sometimes I'll come to the point where you feel discouraged because it seems like nothing is coming out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to encourage you, stick to it. That's right. Stick to it. It may be a longer process, but I tell you, at the end, the returns are huge and it exceeds even your generation. It goes beyond your family. It goes beyond you. So be encouraged and stick to it. If you are the one who was after the perks, what is in for me? What can I get now? And so not paying attention to the little discipline, putting in the time to do those things that are foundational and solid. We want to encourage you. Please don't build on sand. Build on the rock. Don't build on sand. take the time. If you need help, seek a mentor. If you need help, get a book to read. I love it because if you see somebody who have the result that you want and the person have a book, take first of all their book. Maybe you may not be close to them. Buy the book, invest in the book, read the book, get the knowledge that got them to where they are. If it's somebody who you can reach out to, humble yourself, reach out to them, learn from them. And put in the building blocks that will set you up to be that example that even when you have come and gone, people will still be reading of you. People will still listen to your wisdom. They will read about your life and want to emulate that kind of lifestyle. So if you are the one that is on the perk side, the wrong side, you can still navigate your way to the right side. You can start it today. And you can start taking baby steps and it will get you there. We love you and we hope that tonight's teaching, tonight's topic will steer you in the right direction and help you to start your journey with joy, daily counting your blessings, because you know that the end, you are surely gonna be on that side where your life will not only impact your direct environment, but it can actually impact globally. We love you. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And see you again next week on our next session. Bye for now. Mwah.